Good evening, everybody, and welcome. How's everyone doing tonight? You had enough to eat and drink and drink? Everybody got enough of that? Well, it's great to see all of you out here. And we are happy to be back after a long summer break that we took. Right? So we're back from the summer break. My name is Ratan Bhavnani. I am the president of the Wireless Technology Forum, and it's great to see you all here tonight after this break that we took. But then I was thinking about it, and I said, you know, we took a summer break, but heck, we're only 3 weeks from now, it'll be Labor Day. Is that the end of summer? Oh my gosh, you know, how time flies. But hey, it's been a great time, a lot of stuff happening, before I go on, I mean, the things that we'll be talking about for the rest of the year, this is a good second half. A lot of stuff in the news about what's happening with 5G. You'll hear that. I hear a lot of hubbub going around with the TMO Sprint, and you'll hear a lot of that. So get over here, and we'll talk about a lot of those things as we go along. And before we get to our topic tonight, I want to make sure I thank our association sponsors, AT&T, Stable Kernel, OnQ, ARC, Carabiner, Stone, and I want to make sure that I recognize Right Point and Insperity, who are our latest sponsors. Thank you so much. And it's great to have them on as our sponsors, and as we continue to bring you folks on and have interesting topics and great panels. And we really want to make sure that our sponsors, that you take care of our sponsors and you kind of subscribe to them. The other sponsor we want to talk about is our Women in Wireless premier sponsor, LinkedIn. Thank you so much, LinkedIn. And our industry advocate partner, GSMA, who's been a great supporter. So thanks very much for that, and we want to make sure we wouldn't be able to do what we do here if it wasn't for our sponsors. And we want to make sure that we recognize them at every opportunity that we get.
I see your logo here.
We want your logo here, absolutely. Absolutely, we want your logo here. And we want to make sure that you can add to this. And please make sure that you email sponsors at wirelesstechnologyforum.org or talk to one of us. And we'd love to talk to you about the different levels and tiers of sponsorship that we have. Why join the forum? We've got a number of things to talk about. We've got free admission to all the events that we have. We also have SIG events that are there, and specifically the Women in Wireless. We've got discounted admission to partner events. You know, like we've got some Tech Alpharetta, gives us 30% off to our members and so on. We've got other partners that we talk about. You get to meet people here, you network, you get to learn a lot. And of course, if you want to volunteer, get a hold of us. This cannot be done without volunteers. And we're all volunteers in this organization. So please raise your hand if you can help us in any area, and we'll kind of work towards that, whatever your strength is. And it's only $99 a year. So if you kind of figure, you know, you can go to 20 events, and we feed you and we provide refreshments. You know, $99 a year, probably the best deal we have in town. And now I want to bring up Caroline, who has been the leader. She's a past president, and she's been a leader in the wireless, the Women in Wireless, to talk about Women in Wireless.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out tonight to the Wireless Technology Forum. I'm going to switch the tab here. And I'm going to show you a little video. So the Women in Wireless, we are a new special interest group. I'd like to recognize Janine Whiteman, Elizabeth Simpson, Neely, and Alicia Booth here for founding members of Women in Wireless. Thank you so much. All right. I'm trying to show a video here. There it is. Okay, I'm trying to show you a video here of our last service project here. And we are working with our industry advocate partner, GSMA, and we are putting it together STEM workshops, and we're doing one per quarter. So this is our last quarter STEM workshops. 23 middle school girls had to put together a Kano kit, and they also had to code their Kano kit in one day and present it to the group.
If you write anything on your computer,
All right,
you need
so
to
let's
get
get this out
I
of the way
write pretty
here.
much all day, every day, and Grammarly.
And let's go on with our project. So I hope you enjoyed our service project, and I hope that you, as Women in Wireless, will get involved with us, especially with our service project. Next, we do want to introduce, we do have our premier sponsor that's been with us for months now. Thank you so much, LinkedIn. And we would like to introduce our new Women in Wireless executive sponsor, Eris. So welcome, Eris, to Women in Wireless. Please join us on the second Thursday of every month at Atlanta Tech Park out in Peachtree Corners. We are presenting Women in Big Data as our next topic. It will be a panel discussion, 5 panelists, 1 moderator, and our Women in Wireless is a little bit different focus from what you see here at the general sessions. We're going to be talking about the opportunities for women in big data. So we're talking about not only how important big data is, but also why you want to pursue it as a career, if you are interested in pursuing big data as a career. And we are having another speaker from LinkedIn. Thank you, LinkedIn. And Equifax and Experience and Home Depot and all of the big names. So please do join us on September 13th at Atlanta Tech Park in Peachtree Corners. Thank you so much. Come back, Ratan.
And continuing on, our next event will be on September 20th, which is right here at Atlanta Tech Village, and that's on delivering instant gratification. Now we're talking about e-commerce here, okay, guys? All right. So, and we've got a great panel already set up for that. Let's see. Before I move on, I also, I don't know, my slide's probably missing there, but there was something else that I want to talk about is that we already have set up something called the Executive Advisory Council that we've set up with multiple corporations, with leaders from there to help us in guiding us in what we are trying to do. And I want to thank Ashok. Ashok, thank you so much for trying to putting all that together. And that's one of the other advantages that we have for our members, for our sponsors as we go on. At this point, I want to recognize Abhi, who has put this program together that you're going to see today. Thank you, Abhi. Thanks for putting the panel together. We're going to do something a little different, and I just want to bring that up before I bring up the panel, is for those of you that have questions and are thinking about them while the panel is going on, go onto your tablets or your smartphones, get into your browser, go to slido.com, go into the event code 4709, and type in your questions as you're thinking about it. And at the end, we'll have that curated and have your questions answered. We're trying that a little differently this time. Of course, when we do that, we'll also give you folks a chance to ask your question. But a lot of people sometimes, you forget the question you were going to ask because something's going on the panel. So I just wanted to make sure that you have that. Go to slido.com, code 4709, and we'll answer your questions. For those of you that, how many of you have come here for the first time? Fabulous. And how many of you are members? Everybody that's, everything we're talking about now, look at the value of that and make sure that you join for membership. and encourage your companies, if they can, to be sponsors. But see if you find value in this, and we want to encourage you to continue to come back. We meet every third Thursday here, and every second Thursday in Peachtree Corners for the Women in Wireless. And all of that for $99.